Library Out Loud updates you all about the fun and interesting things going on in the Spokane County Library District. Sponsored by STCU and the Spokane County Library District.
Hello and welcome to Library Out Loud. I'm Jane Baker with the Spokane County Library District. Back in the studios again, and good to be here and see everyone. And thank you for joining us. Today I have a guest of Gwendolyn Haley, the perfect first guest to come back into the studio with me. She's a public services manager at the County Library District, and we have a ton of summer things going on. We're going to try and get to some of them, or all of them. Of course, we'll get to some. The first one we're going to start with is talking about Page Turner Adventures. Welcome, Gwendolyn. Thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be in person again
It
after all
is.
this time.
It
It's
is good to
you.
see your face. It really is. And
yeah.
I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot of that over the next coming
know.
months, but it is good to see you. And thanks for coming down.
Oh,
and
I'm glad to be here.
and despite not seeing each other in person, we've been very busy.
We have indeed.
We have been
Yes.
busy. We've been doing a lot of programs and great things to keep the citizens in our community engaged with the library because we have been open. We are open, and we look forward to seeing everybody. But let's talk about what we have going for summer. Summer is usually the time for summer reading and great programs for the kids. Going to be a little different this year, but that doesn't mean we don't have a lot of fabulous things.
Yes.
So let's start with the Page Turner program. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so Page Turner is just a series of 8 weeks of programs, activities, performances, all available through our Beanstack platform through the library. So if you go to seld.org and then look for Beanstack, do a site search, you'll find it. The theme this year is Reading Colors Your World. And so Beanstack is a site where you can track your reading, I earn virtual badges for reading and doing reviews and get recommendations. And then also on that platform, and only on that platform, we have this Page Turner Adventures happening. And so every week, starting next week, there's going to be crafts and shows and storytelling and virtual field trips, all kinds of things. So this first week coming up, the theme is Barnyard Friends, or Farmyard Friends, I'm sorry. And so there'll be a show called Myrtle Over the Moon, and Page Turner is a storyologist, and it's kind of storytelling and interactive. And then there'll be a craft the next day available, and then an author visit. We're really excited about all the authors that are going to be virtually visiting us through Beanstack this summer, and that's Tammy Sarr. She wrote in the Farm That Mac Built, and also Not Now Cal. So some great authors. And then one of the things I'm most excited about for next week is that there's a virtual field trip to visit Semkofa Farms, which is in Durham, North Carolina. And Kamal Bell is the farmer there, and he does urban farming. So he's going to take us all on a tour of the urban farm he's built in Durham and share some things about beekeeping and show us the beehives. And that's going to be really great to see. And that's just the first week. And of course, like I said, we have 8 weeks of this, all on Beanstack.
Wow, that does sound a lot of fun. So each week has a different theme.
That's right.
And then there's a book, an author visit, a field trip, and this is all online.
It's all online and it's all free, and you can access it anywhere you can access online.
Okay.
Anywhere
So you go to scld.org and go to Beanstack.
Right.
Okay, so you go through our digital library. And,
Yeah, you
and
can do
then,
it through the digital library. It's also, if you look on our main page and just look at our kids' activities, it's one of the slides that rotates through.
Yep.
And you can click right on that and then sign up. If you've done one of our reading challenges over the last year or two, then you already have an account with Beanstack, so you just need to log into your Beanstack account and sign up for our summer reading program that way.
That's great. Now, what age group is Page Turner most suited for?
Page Turner is really great for the kindergarten through 5th graders. It's fun for all ages, but really that sweet spot is the K-5 kiddos.
So a parent might have to help a kid make an account on Beanstack.
Right. And the great thing about Beanstack is mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever the grown-up is can make an account and then link all of the kids in their household to one account. So like, for example, I have the app here on my phone, Jane, and I have all of my kids.
Oh, there's
on
an
the
app
phone.
as well.
There's an app, and it's super easy to use. And what I love about it is that I want to track. I'm really encouraging my kiddo, my 12-year-old, to be reading over the summer. It's so important. And so I said, you need to read 20 minutes a day. You pick what you read.
Yes.
And because summer is the time to pick what you want to read for all of us, not
Yes.
just the kids.
Yep.
And then I can just use the timer and set it. And when 20 minutes is up, I can say, okay, you're done, and log it. And it's that simple. So I don't have to watch the clock or set another timer. It's all integrated in the app. And then, of course, I can also say, oh, do you want to watch today's show through the Page Turner show? And it's right there on my phone or my tablet or whatever device I'm using as well through the app. So it's all kind of integrated seamlessly that way.
Super convenient,
Yes.
especially if you're running around town this summer and, you're trying to keep up the reducing that summer slide with the kids.
Right.
But you're still busy. Nice to have it on your phone.
Yeah, it's really on the go. And what's great about it too is like, if you're taking family car trips or things like that, because I think a lot of us are looking forward to maybe finally being able to maybe go and
Yes.
visit grandma and grandpa.
Yes, we
Or
are.
things like that. And so if you're taking a car trip and you've got access, you can watch it. Something great and educational for the kids to do while they're in the car as well. Or
That's fabulous.
wherever, or waiting for your one kiddo. Like swimming pools are open. I mean, so there's some cool things happening, but this is something you can absolutely take on the go with you.
Yeah, and that's Beanstack, available through scld.org.
That's right.
So just go to our website, find out about Beanstack, and then we have a different theme on Page Turner
Right.
each week.
That's
So Farmyard Animals was starting Monday.
Right, and then
correct?
Fish Tales is the next week.
Fun.
That's going to be a fun one, an ocean theme. Pet Pals, and we all love our pets. and love to
Absolutely. We
hear
were
about
just
other
talking
people's.
about our pet
We were.
just before, yes.
Celebrity critters. So these are not the pets that belong to celebrities. These are animals that are celebrities in their own right.
Oh,
So they're famous. So that's going to be
Okay.
a lot of fun. And then safari stories.
okay.
And then, let's see, that's week 5. Hold on. I should have all this memorized, but I do not because we have that much going on.
We do.
Creepy crawlies for those of us who love bugs and insects and all that stuff. And then fantastic beasts. So a little take a tour of mythical animals and creatures. And then the last week, week 8, and that brings us to the end of the summer, is swamp stories. So that's going to be a
boy.
lot of fun. What's great about this is that there's new content. It becomes available every week. But if you join in and like say it's week 3 or week 4, you'll be able to go back and watch week 1 and week 2. So even you don't miss a week necessarily, but each week there'll be something new. So it's good to log in every week, check out, see what's happening. The crafts are really simple. There's a list of supplies that you probably have around your household or can easily get through, your local dollar store or anywhere else that you
great.
buy craft supplies. And
Yeah.
so fun things to do throughout the summer and something different every day. Monday through Friday. So that makes it kind of nice.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect thing for busy parents,
Yes.
and busy kids. To the convenience, there's something new, keeps them interested. You can take it on the go, so you don't have to miss out if you
Yeah.
decide to head to grandparents or maybe during the next few days the beach or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great thing, and it's good for kids kindergarten through 5th grade.
Yes.
Correct. So that's awesome. And that's Beanstack, scld.org. Go check it out. And there's so much more there. We should talk about some of those things too. We got a few minutes before the break. So we have, oh my gosh, how many kids programs? I can start listing them off. It's no wonder why you
Right.
have to keep things written
Yeah.
down because there's so many. But those all start coming up. Oh, they started this week.
We had one program this week,
Okay.
and it's now available on YouTube. If you missed the live Zoom program with Alex Zerby, the Zaniac,
Oh my gosh.
that's available on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, you can go to our website, scld.org, and look for our YouTube channel. They're all there. Next week, West Valley Outdoor Learning Center, one of our local partners,
Yes.
is doing 2 live Zoom shows with us. So they'll be there at their location, which is great because sometimes they come to the library, but now we get to go to their space and meet some of their residents animals and birds that they have, and they're going to talk about finding animals and how to recognize them even with their camouflage, what might be in your yard or your backyard or when you're out exploring the area around Spokane. And of course, that show will also be available on YouTube if you missed the live show. And we have a whole combination of things that are either pre-recorded that you can watch anytime or things that are live Zoom. So really trying to make it easy. All the programs are online. The library's open. So come in and get your books and say, hi, we've all missed you.
Yes.
But then everything's available online. And the nice thing is we have a lot of options for it, so you don't have to be locked into a specific day or week or time. Yeah, and
well, it's true that some people are getting that Zoom fatigue, ourselves included. I find that more with meetings, which I'm going to be honest are pretty boring. But these programs are not boring; they're very exciting. And while we'd love to be in person, but the fact that the West Valley Outdoor place can bring you in. There are some certain advantages.
There
to
really
that
are
as
some
well.
cool things. And we have some hands-on programs happening this summer too, where you can pick up the supplies at the library and then join us on Zoom. We're even doing camp over Zoom.
We'll talk more about those that are coming up. That's fabulous. So I want to remind everybody on how to find out about Page Turner and all these other programs that we have going on this summer. scld.org, our website. That's kind of the mothership on showing you everything from there. You can click on our digital library, find out about the digital things such as Beanstack, as we've been talking about, but also our calendar of events are there. And right there on the calendar, you can click to register for most things right there. And if you miss it, as Gwendolyn said, we have a lot of the programs going over onto our YouTube channel. So search Spokane County Library District on YouTube, and you can find a lot of our programs, not only the summer programs, but some of our past programs. Mary Ellen's team has early learning tips there that if you have a child under 5 looking for fun things to do with the kids, there's online story times, all of that is there. We also have a lot going on our Facebook channel, and we have a partnership with KSPS right now doing the parenting minutes, and so there's videos there. We are also on Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and we're here. So we are doing everything we can. That was one of the things we did last summer when we were closed, to let people know we still had resources available and we still had programming. So we have lots of ways to connect with you, short of coming into your house and actually turning your website up on your computer. So had to spit that out. Must be time for a break. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll talk more with Gwendolyn Haley about things going on at the Spokane County Library this summer. You're watching Library Out Loud.
What? You haven't been to the library lately? Stop in today and see that the library is more than books. Spokane County Library District facilities feature on-site technology, including Wi-Fi, computers, and printers, as well as free use of meeting rooms. The Library District offers events and programs for all ages, from story times to career development and employer classes to Social Security workshops. Our staff is well trained and happy to help. Find out more about your library at scld.org.
I'm Jade Becker, and I'm a senior at Chewilla High School. I'm at STCU's Money Live event. In this scenario that we played today, I was a realtor. My spouse was a city worker. We had an 11-month-old child, and there was a lot of spending for that child, like diapers and formula, and had to buy toys and clothing. I'm very glad that I had this experience. It was super helpful. You need this to get far and ahead in life. I'm Jade Becker, and STCU is here for good.
Welcome back to Library Out Loud. I'm Jane Baker, along with Gwendolyn Haley from the Spokane County Library District, and we are talking programs that are happening this summer, and there's so much. And I know we're trying to be organized, but it's us. We're not always organized. I'm going to throw out a couple of things here. This is going to be like a little test on how well do you know our
well
summer
do I know
programs.
what we're doing? I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, we have the Traveling Lantern Theater.
Yes, this is a great thing. They're a wonderful professional theater troupe that actually travels around the country. And this year they have pre-recorded shows for us that are super fun, that are available for 1 week only. And you can register on our calendar on our website to get the secret code to access it for the week that it's available. And coming up, we have one that's all about Greek mythology in July.
Ooh,
so that's going to be fun. That's the same week that we're going to be doing a Rick Riordan themed trivia. So for fans of The Lightning Thief and Magnus, a couple series by Rick Riordan, we're doing a whole trivia series, trivia night all about that. And you can sign up for that on our website too. That's live over Zoom, and we use the Kahoot app, so you can gather together your whole household. You can play against each other, or as a team, as a family, against everybody else who's joining in. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Our trivia, we've been doing quite a bit of trivia over the past year, and it's been a huge success and so much fun.
It's so much fun. We just did one that was about Monty Python and medieval movies and things like that. The Princess Bride, which I think had its 30th anniversary, if you can believe that.
Wow.
So lots of fun. And then later this summer, we're going to be doing an Avatar, The Last Airbender series trivia night. So for big fans of that cartoon series and also the Legend of Korra, those are really fun, and it's going to be a great trivia night. And we encourage people to show up in costume, in the Zoom meeting, because that's always fun. And people come up with very creative names for their team when they log into the trivia. It's a great time.
It's a lot of fun. I love the trivia, so make sure and check that out. Let's also talk about Summer Camp Read-A-Rama.
Yes, so Camp Read-A-Rama is something that we've been doing for a couple of years, and when we do it live, it's Monday through Thursday, and it's from 10 until about 11:30. So it's an hour and a half. We provide all the supplies. So when you sign up, you'll tell us which library you want to pick those up at, and then the kids log into Zoom, and we really do run it like a camp. Everybody gets grouped in with a camp counselor, and so we do some things as a large group. So there's songs and there's stories and there's crafts and their activities, and everybody just joins in on Zoom together. And what's great about that is a chance for kids who maybe haven't been able to get together and play to get together the same group of kids every day for 4 days. We're running 4 sessions of it. They fill up quickly, so sign up. Each session is the same, so I encourage you just to sign up for one session, because we're doing the same activities for all 4. But we bring in guests from the community to read stories with us and share a little bit. So we're really excited about this year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds great. And
it starts in July.
Camp Read-A-Rama has always been great for helping with that summer slide. And we talk about summer slide a lot, and that's when kids kind of lose a little ground over the summer that they had gained during school. Do you, and this is off the wall question, do you think the whole past year might have been a little bit of a slide for some
Oh,
kids?
definitely.
Okay.
It's been a hard year. It's been a hard year for kids doing school from home. It's been a hard year for parents. And I think the summer is a great time to just take a deep breath and remember that reading is fun and something that's enjoyable and its own reward. And it is truly the single best thing that you could be doing for your kiddos, whether they're, 3, 5, or 18, and they're going into their senior year. Reading for fun really does help build those skills. And, we've got a great ways to incentivize that through earning badges on Beanstack and things like that. But also the library is a great place to come in, browse, and choose some books that you want to read. This is my plug for reading for pleasure. Read what you want to read. And there's no such thing as a book that's too easy. Because even when your kiddo, your middle schooler, is reading a book that we're like, oh, that's way too low level for you. They're building fluency, they're building their comprehension skills, and they're keeping in practice, and that's super important. And frankly, most kids should be reading books that we might feel like are a little too easy for them when they're reading independently. So if they're looking at a book and there's more than 5 words on a page that they're like, I'm not quite sure what that means, that book is probably too hard. They should still read it if they want to, but we shouldn't be pushing kids to read outside of their real comfort zone, because if we're independent reading, choosing a book that they're really interested in, that is just right, and that means with 95% or higher fluency and accuracy. So that might look like an easy book, but they're actually building super important reading skills and that enjoyment of reading. So read widely, read what you like, read comic books, graphic novels, read fiction, read nonfiction, whatever tickles your fancy, and the library has all of that. So
just
I'll jump off
read.
my soapbox.
Okay.
Yeah, just read. And read together
That's
as
a good
family.
soapbox to be on. That's great. Let's talk about Radical Rick. He's also part of our summer lineup.
Oh, we love him, and he's local. And this summer he did a series of 4 different videos for us that will be available for about a 2-week window at a time. And you can find the link through our website. And we're doing things like Cartesian divers. So he's got some great STEM and engineering type activities. He takes us through the science, how it works, lays out the steps, and so you can build your own at home. I think last year he did something for us that involved making some hovercrafts. There were some pretty cool things that kids designed and shared with us on our social media page. So if you are going to any of those activities and you build something cool, we hope you share it with us and tag the library.
Yes, we are very active on Facebook and Twitter and all those places. And yeah, love to see what the kids
and
kids
he's
are
got
doing.
some great projects. There's a robotic project, there's a tumbler toy, and I'm really curious I can't wait to try these Cartesian divers too. That's going to be a lot of fun.
We've had Radical Rick on this program in the past, and I'd like to have him back, although we kind of worry about what's going to happen sometimes when he's around. As you mentioned, Alex Zerby's already been here. He's online. He is one of my favorites. So if you have a chance, go to YouTube and go to our YouTube channel and check out that program because it's only there temporarily. But Alex Zerby is so much fun. And he's a World Guinness.
He's a Guinness World Record holder. And he's so, I mean, Zaniac is a word that describes him perfectly, and he had to invent it.
So he's worth watching. But we also have Jeff Evans, a magician.
And Jeff Evans is a fantastic magician, and he's not only doing a live magic show for us on Zoom, but he's also going to share with us a course in paper magic. So he's kind of sharing some of the secrets of the trade. So if you always wanted to be a magician, here's your chance to sign up in the month of August, for the whole month of August, for his online program. And you can get all of the downloadables and print out everything you need to become a magician and learn some really great magic tricks that use only paper.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Even for adults, just to know one magic trick is kind of fun, like a party favor.
I love magic. I love magic so much.
Yes.
I get really excited.
Yes, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Activities and crafts.
Yeah.
We've had it so people can come by the library and get craft supplies. More details on that one.
Yeah, so we have 4 different things over the summer, some activity kits that people will be able to pick up from the library. And these are unplugged, so you don't need to be online. You don't need to be on a device. You can just sign up for that and pick it up at the library and then take it home. One of them is chalk activities and water games, which given how hot it's going to be next week, I think the timing couldn't have been better.
Yes.
I wish I could say we knew, but it just happened that way. We give you the instructions and the ideas and some basic supplies. We're also going to be doing slime later this summer for one of them. We're going to be doing some marble mazes, which is a lot of fun to design and practice and test each other out. And then we're also going to be doing some Blinky Bots. So
Blinky Bots. That's worth going to that program or finding out about that program just to find out what a Blinky Bot
is. Yeah. So, and then the nice thing about that is the kits are available at 10 of our 11 locations. So you can just sign up online for the library that's closest to you, pop in, pick up the activity kit, and then check out a stack of books while you're there.
Nice. Why not? And we're air conditioned. It's nice and cool.
I feel like we should remind people
cool.
It's the coolest place.
Yes. Come into our library if you need to cool off. Our air conditioning is there. We do have our magazines are out. The newspapers are out. Of course, if you were looking for something quick to look at while you're there, of course, we'd love it if you get a library card and check out some books too, or just see what's going on at the library. But yes, we are open. If you need to cool off, please stop by your local library, cool off a little bit, and hydrate a lot. Let's back to our programs. Nailed it. This
so
time
much
we're
fun.
doing the cupcake edition.
Yes.
This has been so fun to do.
Oh yeah, and this is great because what we do is we just give you a list of things that you need to have beforehand, like a cake of a certain size or cupcakes and some other things, and then everyone joins in on the Zoom meeting, and our librarian Allison reveals what the challenge is. And then you have a set amount of time to create that with the supplies you have on hand. It's usually some kind of cake decorating challenge.
Yeah.
And then we share the results with each other. And some people, it's amazing. Some people are spectacularly good at it. And part of the fun is some of us are spectacularly bad at it. And everybody's a winner in that regard. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's a great activity to do with your whole family.
That's a lot of fun. And then that's coming up in August 11th for that one. So that's great. Tweens and teens.
Yes.
We have more than just programs for kids.
That's right.
Tweens and teens.
Yeah.
Tweens are a little bit older, and then of course teens who are elusive. You can never find out what's going on with them. But we do have a lot of things going on
sure do,
for
yeah.
those age groups, and I feel like I'm going to rush now because we're running out of time. But we have a tween art camp,
Yes.
a tween Harry Potter camp,
Yeah.
the tie-dye program. Which blows me away. That I'm still surprised.
And we're
that
sending the
tie-dye is a
supplies
thing.
home, and it's enough to kind of get you started. And once you learn the basics, you can
Yes.
tie dye everything in your house
Awesome.
if you want.
Sure, it's that bohemian look, right? Also, doodle journaling,
Yeah.
which is fun. We talked about the trivia. We have the 30-day teen poetry challenge.
Yeah, this is fantastic. So, we have a pretty vibrant poetry scene here in Spokane, and especially with the poetry out loud and spoken word poetry. And so we have local poets who are going to be providing kind of a prompt for that. And then the teens have a week to work on, and this is for 16 and up, to work on their own poem. And then they share them in the Zoom session and get feedback from the poet. There's some really great names, and of course, I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but
Well, I have them here. Mark Anderson.
yeah.
Tiffany Midge is
Yeah, that's a big deal
one.
for
Emily
us.
Gwynn.
Yeah.
And Tuan simultaneous.
Simultaneous,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and these are folks that if you've been active in the poetry out loud and slam poetry,
Yes.
these might be names that you recognize from the local scene here in Spokane. But it's really great, and so every week it's a 4-week program. So every week the teens who sign up get a new prompt. They have some time to work on their poem and then share their poem. And then at the end, we've also partnered with a local radio program on KYRS. KYRS, and some of the teens will actually share their work on the air, which is really exciting.
I have to say, I got a peek at some of the prompts the other day, and it made me want to sign up for the program.
Yeah.
It just looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
There's the timer. That
There's the
means
timer,
that
and so much more,
so
I
much
guess.
more.
You'll have to go to our website and to see what else we've got going on. And we didn't even talk about the stuff we have going on for grown-ups.
Yes, we do have programs for adults, programs for families, teens, tweens, kids, everyone. There's something for everyone at the library this summer and all year around. And if nothing else, come on in and cool off. Check out a book, flip through a magazine. We also have the summer youth passes for STA available at our libraries. This is a great program that we partner with STA on. So if you have a youth that would like a bus pass for absolutely free to ride all summer, stop into the library and pick one up. So
fantastic.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my first guest back when we're
It's
back
my
in
pleasure.
the studio.
It's so nice.
It
It's
is
so
nice.
great. And
It's-
I'm always happy to talk about everything we have happening at the library.
Yes, so much to talk about. So thank you for being here. And for Library Out Loud, I'm Jane Baker, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by the Spokane County Library District and STCU.